A-C-E, ace. Let's do that again. All right, I'm working on getting the actual team arranged. That is Sahiti, who is your server. All right, we have another serve. Looks like Seckinger is going to return it. Leah handles it. Leah gives it to, I can't quite tell who, number 11, who sends it over. All right, number 11, Sahiti pops it up. Leah to Maddie on the outside. Oh, but we have a net call for another point. That's War Eagles for 2. All right, we got the roster squared away. Up front, we have Maddie, Cam, and Haley. Then we have Kiki and Leah. Sahiti is serving. Sahiti got that over and gets another point. 3 for the War Eagles. Super excited again to have everybody here today. We're going to be working on giving the best experience we can. Here comes the serve again. Sahiti, another great serve. Number 10 handles it. Ooh, they're struggling. They are not able to get it over. That's a 4th point for the War Eagles. This is what we like to see, folks. Already starting nice and strong. Another serve. Oh, Maddie with a diving attempt. Couldn't quite get there, giving Seckinger their first point of the day. All right, here comes the return. Nice, good serve. Handled by Kiki. Maddie ends up sending it over as the 3rd hit. Ooh, that's trouble for him, and Maddie gets the point as they are unable to handle that. We are here, as I said, at Norcross. First time out, already going to Seckinger. That's what we like to see. Good momentum. Right now, score is 5-1 War Eagles. All right, if you're just joining, we're pretty excited. 2 games today. During the weekdays, there are between 2 and 3 games. Most days actually seem to be 3. Today is 2. There'll be 1 now, and then they will play again at 7. Those are the 2 games tonight. There will be others later. All right. Looks like Maddie will be serving for us. That makes your front row is Cam, Kiki, and trying to see who the other one is. Haley. Your mid-court is Sahiti and Leah, and Maddie is your server, and we're underway. Maddie with a really good, strong serve right across. Trouble for him, but they do get it over. Maddie with the dig. Gets back into position. Cam, number 4, back corner. It's a touch and a point. Cam with a great job there. Nice, strong, hard hit. All right, here we go again, 6-1. Maddie, another strong serve. Number 2 pops it straight up. That's going to be trouble. Can they get it over? They do. Right to Leah. Leah gives it to Kiki. Kiki to Cam. Cam tips it to the back row. Here comes the return. Ooh, Maddie with another dig. Maddie from the back row with a good spike. Handled. Seckinger sends it over early. Number 11. Oh, considered a lift for a 7th point. All right, Maddie gets to go again, going for the 8th point. Ooh, strong towards the back. Popped hard. Good play by Seckinger. They do get it over. Kiki's right there, though. That's to Sahiti, and Maddie sends it over on the 3rd hit. All right, Seckinger's going to push it over. Maddie's there. She pops it up to Sahiti. Sahiti is to the outside. Kiki. Kiki, cross-court spike. Not handled. Kiki gets the kill. Outstanding teamwork by the War Eagles. All right, here we go. Next serve. Ooh, really good serve. They're having trouble with that one. Seckinger not able to get it over. 9th point for the War Eagles. If you're joining for the first time, this is Piper's high school freshman team. South Forsyth High School War Eagles are in the blue facing, or, with their backs to us. Maddie with the serve. Cross court. Wide. That's a Seckinger point. They're playing Seckinger High School. I think their uniform says they're the home of the Jags, but they are in white on the far side there. We have a substitution. Looks like Maddie and I can't quite read the number here. She's holding her hair up for the actual refs, but I'm not one of them. All right, 17. Oh, it's Bryn. All right, Bryn in the back row, substituting in for Maddie. Seckinger serves. Oh, how high is that net, folks? Too high. All right, that brings everybody's favorite. Number 5, Piper Kahn. Not that I'm biased. Leah will be serving. All right, there's the serve. Good serve from Leah into the back row. Bumped over really quickly, but Leah's there. Haley. Oh, Haley's able. I think that's Haley. Yep, Haley able to knock it over. Good play by her. Leah dive, couldn't quite get there, but good attempt. 10-3 now. Oh, thank you to Tiffany. Piper is actually 15. I did not update her on the roster. When in the blue uniform, she's 15. Ooh, good dig by Kiki. Set over by Haley. Kiki there again, sends it over. Oh, Seckinger's having trouble. That's going to be 3. And they cannot get it. War Eagles point. A little bit of coaching going on right there. Who's serving? Looks like Haley will be serving for us. Your back row is going to be Bryn in the blue, Leah in the white. Your front row is Piper, Kiki, and Sahidi. There's the serve. Ooh, a good tip, but Kiki's right there. Gives it to Sahidi. Sahidi to Piper. Piper gets the kill! Another War Eagle point. Looking sharp out there today. 12-3. All right, Haley to serve again. Good serve from Haley, and it's an ace! Haley with an ace, drops it right there in the middle. Haley gets to go again. Lots of energy here at Norcross. All right, there's your serve. Good serve, back corner. Handled, but barely. 3's going to be hard. They get it over, though. That was Bryn. Bryn to Sahidi. Sahidi to Piper. Piper, ooh, crushes it. Goes a little long. That's your 4th point for Seckinger. Double substitution. Number 9 coming in for Sahidi. That is Ryan. And Haley substituting with Sima. Sima is number 16. Seckinger serves. Floater makes it. Bryn with a dive. Or not Bryn, Leah with a dive. Unfortunately, not quite able to get there in time. Good diving attempt, though. Here comes Seckinger's next serve. Nice float this time. Bryn's there, sends it right back over. All right, here comes the 3-turn. Piper goes up for the block, can't get there, and that ball is way long. 14 points for the War Eagles. All right, we have a substitution. Looks like Bryn is substituting for Maddie. Maddie now in the front row. Piper. All right, Kiki serves. That's an ace! as they are unable to handle that. Saima and Leah in the back row. Kiki serving their number 29. Up front, Maddie 1, Piper 15, and Ryan 9. There's the serve. Another good serve. And that's an ace! 2 aces in a row for Kiki. As Seckinger unable to handle that. Next serve. Ooh, other side of the court. They're able to handle it. Third hit is out as it goes wide. O-U-T, out. All right, number 29, Kiki to serve again. Oh, unfortunately, serves it right into the net, giving Seckinger their 6th point. That'll reflect the substitution now as Kylie comes in for Kiki. Piper giving some coaching, letting her teammate know where they need to be to ensure a proper rotation. All right, your back row 14's Kylie. Saima is 6, Leah is 3. Leah's in the white. Here comes Seckinger's serve. All right, right at Leah. Leah pops it straight up. Piper's gonna go for the spike, back corner, it's tipped. Oh, they're able to handle it. They're gonna return that. Hard hit spike, but way long for an 18-point War Eagle lead. This will give Piper a chance to serve. Piper, number 15. Piper serve with good serve, clears the net. All right, here comes the return. Ooh, return's gonna be a problem. They're able to get it. That's Ryan. Ryan gives it to Saima, who gives it to Cam, who sent it over the net. Oh, hits the basketball hoop and drops back in. That's a 19 War Eagle point. All right, what a shot. Oh, dive, number 14, Kylie gets there, sends it over the net. Good dig from Kylie. Here comes the return. Ooh, a good spike. Maddie almost lost her head on that one. That's a kill for the Seckinger team. All right, number 30 for Seckinger is going to serve. Score 19-7. Good serve, Maddie handles it. Maddie pops it, comes back to Maddie. Maddie sends it over the net. That was 16, Saima that sent it to her. Here comes the return. Nice floater. Number 14, Kylie's there. Fortunately, it got bumped the wrong direction. That's an 8th point. That's all right, it happens. Coach Rachel giving some coaching to all 3 of the players right there. All right, there's the serve. 14, Kylie. Leah moves it forward. Maddie calls for it. Maddie over the bump, back. Oh, thankfully they took that because it would have been out. Leah's there. Over to 16, Saima. Maddie spikes it, cross court. They're going to handle that, sending it back over. Saima's there again. Oh, good teamwork. Oh, despite the efforts of Ryan and Cam, not quite able to get there. Good efforts all the way around there. Here comes the next one. That's going to be long. Way long. Maddie telling her team it was out. All right, double substitution time. Sahidi's going to replace Ryan. And looks like Saima and Haley are going to swap. So your front row is Haley, Cam, and Maddie. Sahidi serving. Nice strong serve right over the net. 20-9. Pushed over, tipped. Good attempt by Haley, but it falls in for a 10th Seckinger point. We have a rotation on the part of Seckinger. 11 and 4 swapping, 11 coming in to serve. All right, nice strong serve, handled by Maddie. Maddie tries to make a basket out of it. Oh, that wasn't Maddie, sorry, Kylie tried to make a basket out of it. Didn't quite succeed. Good effort, though. Would have been funny if it had fallen through the net. Seckinger to serve again, 20-11. Here comes the return. Nice soft hit. Kylie moves it forward. Zahidi sets it behind her to Maddie. Maddie with a cross court. Oh! Attempted for the cross court spike. Unfortunately, the net was too high and brought that back down. All right, Seckinger to serve again. Serve long. Leah made the right call at the last minute. I can't tell if that would have hit the line or not, but it was definitely too close to let go. Leah says it was on her, though, and was out. Will be exactly what you would expect, I'd imagine. Needing to recenter, making sure that she kind of breaks up the momentum as the game has fundamentally shifted. War Eagles were just stomping Seckinger, but Seckinger seems to have woken up a little bit. Ironically, it's the same thing on the other court, where on the other court, the other South team, it looks like, versus Norcross, was 5-1 at one point, and now it's 17-18 over there. So quite interesting. All right, timeout's over. Number 11 on Seckinger to serve again. We're going to be looking for, well, honestly, that she got froze out a little bit and her momentum got screwed up. One timeout each. The game begins. Nice floater. Leah sends that up. Zahidi moves it to the outside for number 20. Haley sends it over the net. Handled by Seckinger. Their strong, hard hitter, number 20. Despite a valiant dive by Kylie, not able to get there. 20-16. Number 20 on the Seckinger side has got a very powerful spike. That's twice that she has just crushed the ball. All right, there's the serve. Oh, touched by Zahidi. I think that would have been out of bounds. All right, here comes the third hit. It's going to get sent over by Cam. Cam with a good spike and a kill. Cam able to get the ball back for the South Forsyth War Eagles, which was absolutely needed there. All right, up front, you've got Kiki, Haley, and Cam. Good serve by Maddie, deep. Handle looks like by Seckinger. They're going to move it forward, but it will be a bump. Leah's there. Leah gives it to Zahidi. Zahidi to Cam. Cam with a good spike. Ooh, a diving save. Sent over, Maddie. Maddie to Zahidi. Zahidi behind her. This time over to number 20, Haley. They're barely able to handle that. All right, Maddie's there this time. Zahidi again. And in. There was a call on the court that I have missed. I don't know what happened there. 22-17. Maddie, ooh, very powerful serve there. Barely handled. Maddie to Zahidi. Zahidi sends it over. They were not expecting that, and that is a kill. All right. 23-17. War Eagles still ahead. Maddie to serve again. Another good serve back corner. That's going to be trouble. Oh, they're going to bring it over the back bump. Leah's right there. Leah gives it to Zahidi. Zahidi sets it to the outside for Kiki. Kiki, back corner. Unfortunately goes a little long, but good hit. War Eagles 23, Seckinger Jaguars, I'm assuming, 18. Substitution, Maddie and Bryn. Here we go. Number 20, very powerful on the Seckinger team. Good serve, goes long. Good call by Leah to duck and let that fly. Set point. All right, Leah is going to be serving. Good serve from Leah. Looks like they're going to be able to handle it. Oh, they're going to their outside, who was on her back foot. Kiki to Piper. Piper goes up for the block. Can't quite handle it. Gives Seckinger the point. But good, valiant effort by all involved there. All right, here comes Seckinger on the return. 24-19. Any mistakes, it's War Eagle game. There's the serve. It's in. That was an ace. It was definitely close, but worth letting go there. All right, 24-20. There's the serve. Oh, good attempt from Kiki. Couldn't quite dig it out. Good attempt by Sahidi to get there. 21. This is not what we want to see as the Jags start to come back. 24-21. Kiki to Sahidi, who gives it to Haley, who sends it over. Here comes the return. Sahidi's there. Leah pops it behind her to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. Ooh, and it's a drastic set. Woo! War Eagles made that stressful for us, folks. But coming back and winning it 25-21. We'll be going to the second set here in just a moment. In the meantime, take a breath, relax, and get ready for the next one. Absolutely. All right, folks. We are back preparing for set 2. If you've not had the opportunity to watch volleyball, it is a 2 out of 3, best of 3 wins. South fought hard, still won that one. Definitely stressing all of us watching the game out. Especially being here, let me tell you. There are a lot of people here. Actually, more here today than they were for the tournament. It's probably interfering with the stream. Winner. All right, folks, welcome back, I hope. All right, what you missed is a first point that went to the War Eagles. Sahidi just served. We're returning the ball here. That's number 20, Haley, sending it over the net. Ooh, good spike. Oh, good attempt by Sahidi. Again, that player, number 20 on the Seckinger. Very powerful serves. Oh, she's going to get the opportunity now to serve as well. All right, Coach Rachel, Sahidi staying in, no substitution. Good serve. Maddie attempts to get there, can't quite. Good diving attempt, but that's an ace. All right, here we go for the next one. Leah handles that one perfectly. Oh, it fell into no man's land as Haley, Cam, and Sahidi, none of them choosing to go for it. I think somewhere I lost a point. Yep, I did. There we go. All right, here we go again. Leah pops up to Sahidi. Sahidi goes behind her to Maddie. Maddie sends it over and finds the corner to get the kill. Good job, Maddie, getting there. All right, Maddie now gets to serve. You have Leah and Sahidi in the back. Kiki, Haley, and Cam up front. Here comes the serve. Oh, and that's an ace. Maddie with the ace, tying the game back up 3-3. All right, Maddie ready. Oh. All right, so the ref is letting the Seckinger player know she's moving too early, and if that continues, well, there would be a point penalty. Here comes the return, over the back bump. Leah tries to get there. Kiki tries to get there. Neither of them do, as I think there's a little confusion on who was going for it, which resulted in none of them going for it. 4-3. All right, here's number 7 for Seckinger. All right, flat-footed Haley. Oh, unfortunately a little wide. The parent line judge having a little bit of trouble, well, following. All right, number 7 to serve again. Oh, missed by Kiki. She tried to get that one, resulting in a Seckinger ace. On the court, there was a substitution earlier that I failed to call out. Number 18 there is Ashley. She substituted in for Maddie after the last exchange. Next serve. Leah not able to handle that one. Another ace for Seckinger. Not what we want to see. Another serve. Kiki this time pops it. Haley and Sahidi nearly punch each other on that one. 8th point for Seckinger. All right, here we go again. War Eagles starting to lose momentum here. All right, Ashley pops it well. Leah moves it forward. Cam calls for it over the back, but too far. That makes for a 9th Seckinger point. Not looking good, but a timeout called by the War Eagles and Coach Rachel. This will be about breaking the momentum. You may even be able to hear the cheering as Seckinger Jags are extremely happy at the moment. Not a world that we want for sure, but they are cheering down there on the far side of the court. 9-3, War Eagles well behind. will be looking for a recovery. Coach Rachel basically looking at the team and saying, come on, you can do better than that. I know you can do better than that. Trying to see if I can see anything else that she's got, but I think that'll get us covered for a while. All right, this is a Seckinger ball. They're going to be serving again. No changes to the players on the court. So you have Kiki, Haley, and Cam, Ashley, Sahidi, and Leah. Number 7 to serve again, cleared the serve. Good serve. Leah's there this time, though. She gives it to Sahidi. Sahidi gives it to Cam, who tries to get there, but is called for a lift. In reality, it was, but if you've watched any of these streams during club season, you'll saw that it didn't happen a lot. Good thing is the ref was explaining to her, just next time close your fist. Everything else you did was fine. It just can't be open-fisted. Leah lets it go. That's an ace. 11-3. Not looking good for the War Eagles right now. Really hoping to see some momentum change coming out of that timeout. All right, Leah pops it to Sahiti. To Kiki, and Kiki gets the kill. That's what we needed earlier. Very nice to see. All right, Piper substituting in for Cam, and that'll have Leah serving. Up front. Oh, Leah goes straight in for the serve, not wasting any time, and gets herself an ace, as they are not able to handle that. Up front, you have Piper, Kiki, and Haley. In the mid-court there, you have Ashley and Sahiti, and that's Leah in white serving. Good hard hit from Leah. Came over. Sahiti pops it to Piper. Piper calls it, gives it back to Haley. Haley towards the back corner. Unfortunately, too far. Seckinger, 12th point. All right, we have a substitution on the part of Seckinger Jags. All right, so a little bit about what's going on right now. As you saw, one of the girls talked to the ref. Part of the ongoing development is that only players can talk to the ref, and then the player, of course, can talk to their coach. But everything goes through the girls to help them with their development, helping them to find their own voice, even when talking to authority figures. Number 10 to serve. Nice floater. Kiki's there. Hits it hard straight into the net. Nobody really got there. Piper kind of stared at that as the team talking about whether or not she should have got it, and I think Piper decided she should have. So we'll see what happens this time. 5-13, Seckinger serves again. Other side of the court, this time it's Haley to Sahiti, to Ashley, who sends it over with a nice bump. Handled by Seckinger. Seckinger's going to their middle, sends it over. Ashley with the dive, gets it over. Oh, they tried to get it. Kiki's there, though. Piper over her back. That was a good, quick reaction by 15 on Seckinger. Piper to Sahidi. Sahidi to Kiki. Kiki to the back corner. Handled and coming back over with their middle hitter. Kiki to Leah. Leah to Sahidi. Sahidi from her flat-footed gets it. Oh, we have a good volley going here, folks. Ashley to Piper. And they can't handle it. Piper gets a kill. Not sure that was intended, especially by the look on her face. But good point. We'll take that for sure. All right. This gives, let's see, Haley is serving. In your back row there is Leah and Ashley. Good serve by Haley. Oh! Good quick reaction by the whole team. Seckinger mad about the call, but one is a block, the second is the play. That is legitimate. As long as she is going up for a block, she is allowed to then play it if the block did not work. You do have to be pushing forward and trying to get the ball over the net. There's some rules around it, but that worked out well. Haley, opposite side. They handle that. This is going right from the middle. Sent over. Ashley goes diving in. Piper pops it. Kiki, back corner. That's going to be trouble. And Kiki gets the kill. Really good job on that one. The south sidelines calling for a replay to get the next point. Haley again. Good strong serve. Into the corner. Problematic. And they can't handle it. 9 points for the War Eagles. Slowly starting to get that comeback. 13-9. Serve cross court. Piper goes up for the block and gets the kill. Oh, but she touched the net. She touched the net. Oh, so rough. She was right there. But that is a net touch. All right, we'll have a double substitution. Looks like Sahiti and Cassidy. And I missed the other substitution, so I'll try to figure out who that is in just a minute. All right, there's the ball. Leah handles it. Ooh, good spike by Piper. Here comes the return. Ashley again. Leah pops it straight up. Cassidy sends it flying over. Ooh, having a little trouble. Oh, they move it back to center. Sending it over. Ashley again. Ashley this time pops it to 16, who gives it to Cassidy. And unfortunately, it goes out. All right, so 16 was the substitution in that I missed. There's the serve. Ashley to 16, who sends it straight over. And it's called a push. Again, you cannot push that, and that's what happened again there. That's Sima. There's the serve. Ashley pops it straight up to Sima. Sima over to Cassidy. Cassidy quickly reacts, going from a push to a hit. Good call. Here comes the return. Leah's there, though. Sima to Piper. Piper with the hit. Backcourt. Handled. 13's going to return it. Here we go. Cassidy. Oh, and the ref calls the same. That same push. It's got to be a tap. 10 for the War Eagles. All right. Ashley and Maddie substituting there. Kiki to serve. Good, strong serve by Kiki. They dive and dig. Leah pops it to Sima. Sima gives it to Piper. Piper behind her, able to get there. Oh my goodness. Good attempt at the saves, but a lot of luck by Seckinger there. The Jags getting pretty lucky on that one. All right. 10-17. All right, Maddie pops it to Cassidy, who sends it over early. Leah pops it to Sima. Sima sends it to, unfortunately, nobody. 18th point for Seckinger. Another hard-earned thought hard match. 10-18. There's the serve. Maddie pops it. Sima gets there. They play it. Oh, but they catch the back corner, giving a kill to their outside hitter. We have a timeout now called by the War Eagles. 10-19. Again, you see on the top of your corner, Seckinger really excited about their momentum. Even with the win last game, the momentum has really been on the Jags' side these games. We'll be looking, coming out of this timeout, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be looking for South to come out strong and get some immediate points. Coach Rachel's face basically saying, come on, you know better than that. You can do better than that. Replay that. South won the first game.
South won? Okay,
yep.
It's not so. You look at the scores, 19-10, the other team.
Yep. Thank you. So here we go. Coming out of the timeout. All right. Ball serve. Cleared the serve right here. There's your serve. Leah handles it. Leah moves it to Simon. Simon pops it well for Maddie's able to handle it and get a kill, as I don't think they knew that was in. But you may have seen in the upper corner there, the ref moved to make sure that was a valid angle. Really nice to see that. All right, Leah has come out as Cam has gone in with Piper serving. Piper serves and gets the ace! Catching the top of the net, rolling on the correct side. That's an ace! All right, 12-19. Piper cleared the serve. Nice, good serve. Again, another ace! Back-to-back aces for number 15, Piper. Sal's starting to get some energy. You can see it on the court. Another serve from Piper. This time handle, but Cassidy goes up for the spike. Good jump by her. Hard hit. Immediately returned by Piper. Unfortunately, returned out of bounds for a 20th point. That'll give you a substitution as Leah and Piper substitute. Leah back in the game. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, number 11 has come in to serve. Cleared the serve. Here we go. Dive from Maddie. Simon tries to get there, can't quite handle it. Neither player. There was a bit of confusion there in terms of who was going to get it. You saw them to get it. You saw that. (23-15). Sahiti's serve again. Good serve. And that's an ace. Sahiti with an ace. 16-23. Not quite giving up yet. South sideline cheering loud. Another good serve. This one deeper. They're able to return it, though. Leah calls for it to Sahiti. Sahiti pops it to Maddie. Maddie gets the kill! Maddie with a kill there in the front row. (17-23). All right, there's your serve from Sahiti. Oh, they had a little trouble with that. That's another ace. I got to tell you, looking pretty good right now. 18-23. Could momentum be shifting? Good serve. Lots of spin on that one. Knocked over quickly. Sahiti. Sahiti to Leah. Leah pops it to Maddie. Maddie moves. Can't quite get under it. 24 points for Seckinger. The War Eagles now need to be perfect from here on out. Will not be easy to do. Diving attempt by Maddie to get there. Cam tries as well. Unfortunately, that ends the set. And now 25-18 at the end of the second set. Definitely rough. All right, we'll be going to a third set now, folks. If you've not done 3 sets before, a little bit about how it works. Pretty straightforward. It's exactly the same as a regular game in terms of points. However, it is 1st to 15, win by 2, instead of 1st to 25, win by 2. Otherwise, the game is functionally identical. What I will tell you is this is heavily momentum based, though. Every one of these that we've seen where whoever has the momentum early keeps the momentum. That makes that 15 so much harder. Fun fact, the internet connection here continues to drop when the Norcross freshman team comes wandering by. Pretty straightforward that, well, basically that all the group of them interferes with the Wi-Fi connection. I don't know how else to put that for you. All right, lots of energy going on right now. Lots of discussion. Coach Rachel really giving some inspiration to these girls. You can see it in her body language, the changes, and here comes South right out of that. All right. So right now you see the ref is validating the lineup. Happens at the start of every game. You may not have noticed it before, but that's all right. War Eagles do get the serve first, so it gives us the chance to build the momentum. Sahiti serving. All right, good first serve deep. That's going to be problems. Oh, they're able to get there, though. Oh, but they can't handle it. First point goes to the War Eagles. All right, the girl's saying replay, replay, serve it up. Good serve by Sahiti. Ooh, popped high this time. They're going to send that over, but they are not going to send it over as they hit it straight up instead of forward. All right, Sahiti to serve again with an early lead. Ooh, powerful serve. That's an ace, folks. Through two Jag players. That was an amazing serve by Sahiti. Highlight reel worthy. You may see that on ESPN tonight. Next serve, another good one. This time handled. They're going to hit it from their middle hitter who pushes it over. Sahiti's there for that one. Leah pops it behind her to Maddie. Maddie, back corner. They're able to handle that. They're going to return it with their middle hitter again. Ooh, good hit from their middle hitter. That bump had a lot more movement on it than I thought it would. 3-1. All right, that'll give you your first rotation as 11 comes in for the Jags. All right, there's the serve. Nice floater. Leah handles that perfectly. Sahiti sets it behind her to Maddie. Maddie tries to bump it over. Unfortunately, between the set location and her attempt to get it, she just wasn't quite able to. Again, not that that was challenging because it was kind of behind her, so I don't really blame her on that one. But we cannot let momentum shift. This is a game of momentum. Thankfully, number 11 there on the Jags, giving South a ringing chance out the gate. All right, that's going to give Maddie a chance to serve from the left side of your screen. Nice, strong serve. Handled, but barely by Seckinger. Leah's there for the return. Sahiti pops it. That's going to go to Haley. Haley, ooh, almost gets the kill. Leah pops it again. Sahiti this time sends it straight over. And called again for the same push point for 2 hands. Maddie and Bryn substituting there. Number 20 to serve for Seckinger. I will tell you, the ref has been very strict on the touches. That is not a play I would be trying to pull on his part, with this ref. But good news, immediate miss the serve, keeping momentum on our side, which is right where we need it. Piper is now in. Ball served from Leah. Leah cross court. Piper goes up for the block. Both Piper and number 11 were there, and that's a War Eagle point. Your front row right now is Kiki, Haley, and Piper. Your back row is Sahiti, Bryn, and Leah. Leah to serve again. Oh, that's a good serve. Flat, barely cleared the net. They were able to handle it, but just barely. Leah's there. Leah to Sahiti. Sahiti to Kiki. Kiki sends it over. That's going to be dangerous, and it's in for a War Eagle point, catching the back left corner. 7-3. Let's keep that going. Ooh, another strong serve. Cannot clear the net. Leah with an ace. All right, that is a timeout by Seckinger. No big surprise on that one. They, as I mentioned, the third set really is about momentum, folks. Once you get it going, it's 15 points is so much faster than 25. You don't think about it, you're like, well, it's only 10 points. It's not even half the game. But from a practical matter, either you are point for point, and therefore it ends up being almost a 25-point game by the time you need to win the 2 points, or it's not, and it's one side wins then the other. That's what we're going to be looking for, is don't let this get close. Don't let them get back in it and come out of this timeout. Just end the game. 8-3, 7 more points, finish it off. Right now on the far side of the court, the ref a little upset that the balls keep coming over here and we had the wrong ball. And all right, Lee is going to continue serving here. Another good serve and another ace. Leah with yet another ace. Oh, look at the smile and the cheer on her face of like, oh yeah, I got that. That looked great. The entire South team on the court cheering for her there. Ref not liking the score. Can't really see it from here. So I'm going that mine's right. Leah with another serve. Here we go. Oh, they're going to go to their outside hitter. That's that powerful one. But this time, Sahiti's there. Back to Leah. Leah to Haley. Haley back corner and gets a kill as they are not able to handle that. 10-3. War Eagles looking good. Can they keep this going? Coach Rachel talking to them as they wait for the ball to return. All right, Leah's cleared to serve. Oh, Leah's so upset with herself there. I don't know if you could tell that on the camera, but she's like, oh, he choked. But really, she did really phenomenal. 10-4. As long as we don't let them get back in this right here, South is going to look good to wrap this one up. Here we go. Kiki to Sahiti. Sahiti to Piper, who over the back hit. Well played. Here comes their return. Leah's there this time. Sahiti to Kiki. Kiki up, back corner, tipped. Thankfully they touched that. It would have been long. Leah with the dig. Sahiti pops it. That's going to Haley. Haley, back corner. Oh, we got a good volley going here. Oh, no, we don't. We have a War Eagle point. as they are not able to handle that one. 11-4. All right, that gives us Haley serving. Your front row is Kiki, Sahiti, and Piper. Your mid is Bryn and Leah. Here comes Haley to serve. All right, called on the Seckinger side. Piper went up. They got scared. That's a War Eagle point as the ball fell on their side of the net. That was close. That was going to be a push-off between the two girls if that had made it over. Substitution, Seckinger, 12-4. Ooh, another good serve. That's an ace! Haley with an ace for the 13th point. 13-4. Haley smiling ear to ear as well. Look at the smiles and cheers on the side on the South Forsyth side. Good serve, called by Seckinger. Going back to their middle. Middle hits it. That looks like it. Oop, Kiki handled it. Sahiti pops it behind her. Piper flat-footed and gets the kill. Piper with a kill. 14-4. 1 point away from match. This is match point, folks. Haley getting cheered on from the sideline. There's the serve. Seckinger pops it. Middle pushes it over. Leah and Brenda there. And a net call to end the game. South walks away with the match victory at the end of 3 sets. Very exciting, folks. Very happy. That'll end the game with South winning it. We'll be back in probably about 15 minutes with the next game, which will be the South Forsyth High School War Eagles versus the Norcross Blue Devils. In the meantime, thank you very much for